Well, howdy, folks. Let's talk octopus. Settle in because we're diving into one of the wildest legends out there. Forget Bigfoot or Nessie, this one's right in the heart of Oklahoma. We're talking about the Oklahoma Octopus, a giant 8-armed creature said to haunt local lakes. Sounds crazy, right? An octopus in Oklahoma? But that's the story folks whisper about around campfires. They say it's as big as a horse, mean as a snake, and snatches swimmers from the surface. This isn't just a new internet myth. People have been talking about it for years. The legend is woven into Oklahoma's quirky charm. How could a saltwater creature survive in a freshwater lake? And why Oklahoma? These are the questions we'll tackle today. So, grab your thinking caps. Things are about to get interesting. Imagine you're out on the lake, the sun's shining, and suddenly something brushes your leg. You think it's a fish, but then it wraps around you, strong and leathery. That's the heart of the Oklahoma Octopus legend, a story that plays on our fear of the unknown.
Things you only talk about at the back of the cave.
Now hold your horses. The real story begins. The Oklahoma Octopus isn't just a spooky tale. It's a piece of modern folklore that's grown over time. The idea? A giant, aggressive freshwater octopus lurks in Oklahoma's man-made lakes. It's blamed for mysterious drownings and disappearances. When someone vanishes in the water, the whispers start, "It was the octopus." It's the perfect lakeside boogeyman, a story parents use to keep kids close to shore. Instead of a monster under the bed, you've got a cephalopod in the reservoir. Whether you believe it or not, it makes you think twice about what's swimming down there. The legend fills in the gaps when logic can't explain what happens in the deep. It's a cautionary tale with a uniquely Oklahoman twist. The story spreads from friend to friend, growing with every retelling. It's a monster that lives right where you swim and fish. And that's what makes it so powerful. Ready to find out where this crazy tale came from? So where did this whole shebang get started? It's not some ancient Native American legend. Most trace it back to H.P. Lovecraft's stories of tentacled monsters, which inspired local lore. But the legend really took off in the late 1990s and early 2000s, spreading online. Fishermen may have started it, spinning tales about losing fish to something with tentacles. Each retelling added new details, making the legend larger than life. Some say it's just a misunderstanding. Lakes have strong currents, drop-offs, and tangled plants. A tug on your leg could be anything, but giant octopus is a lot more fun to tell. The internet helped the story go viral, turning a local myth into a modern legend. Sometimes a good story is all it takes for a legend to grow. If you're hunting for this 8-armed critter, 3 lakes come up again and again. Lake Thunderbird, just east of Norman, is ground zero for the legend. Murky water, plenty of accidents, and lots of stories. Lake Tenkiller, with its clear water and deep crevices, is a diver's paradise and a perfect hiding spot for a monster. Uloga Lake in the northeast has its own spooky tales with strange currents and eerie underwater structures. All these lakes are man-made, flooded over old forests and towns, creating a world of hidden stumps and ruins. That complexity fuels the imagination. When you can't see the bottom, your mind wonders what's down there. Is it just rocks and mud or something more? The legend gives a name to that fear of the deep. These lakes are big, deep, and mysterious, perfect for a monster story. The unknown becomes a creature in the minds of locals. Every shadow or strange current adds to the myth. The Oklahoma Octopus turns ordinary lakes into places of wonder and a little bit of fear. That's how a legend finds a home. Now, let's hear what folks claim to have seen. A legend needs eyewitnesses, right? The stories are always dramatic. People talk about friends pulled under while water skiing, surfacing with sucker-like marks. Fishermen tell of huge fish lost to something unseen, or glimpses of massive shapes beneath their boats. Swimmers describe something leathery wrapping around their ankle, sending them scrambling for shore. These tales are always secondhand, but the fear feels real. Sometimes it's just a rope or driftwood, but in the moment, it's a monster. For those who believe, the experience is unforgettable. These personal stories keep the legend alive. They're passed down, growing with each retelling. The mystery is what makes people keep looking and keeps the story going. Now, why did this legend get so big? Why did this story catch fire? Oklahoma's lakes are central to life here, so a lake monster hits close to home. The lakes can be dangerous with real risks and tragic accidents. When something bad happens, people want an explanation. Sometimes a monster is easier to accept than random chance. The lake's history adds to the mystery-flooded forests, old buildings, ghostly landscapes beneath the water. It feels like you're floating above a lost world, perfect for a monster story. The legend is fun too, a conversation starter, a bit of local color. It's entertainment, a modern tall tale that brings people together. The Oklahoma Octopus is Oklahoma's own twist on classic American folklore. Telling the story is a way to connect, to scare, and to laugh. It's a legend that sticks because it's personal, mysterious, and just plain fun. The unknown is always more interesting with a monster in it. And that's why the octopus keeps swimming through our imaginations. But what do scientists have to say about all this? Let's find out. Time for a reality check. Let's get scientific. The biggest problem? Octopuses are saltwater animals. They can't survive in freshwater lakes. Evolution takes millions of years, and these lakes are less than a century old. So a real freshwater octopus is pretty much impossible. So, what's causing the sightings? Big catfish, gar, beavers, or turtles can all startle swimmers. Underwater plants, logs, or even a rope can feel like a tentacle in murky water. The power of suggestion is strong. If you've heard the legend, your mind fills in the blanks. It's like hearing a bump in the night and thinking monster instead of old pipes. The legend primes people to expect something strange. Once the story's in your head, every odd sensation becomes a potential octopus. That's how myths take root, even when science says otherwise. But the debate isn't over. Let's see why people still argue about it. Despite the science, the debate rages on. Skeptics point to biology and the lack of evidence. No bodies, no photos, nothing concrete. Believers argue that science doesn't know everything and the lakes are vast and mysterious. Maybe it's a rare, clever creature that hides well, they say. Some even suggest secret salty springs or unknown species. Theories get creative and the arguments are lively. But really, the debate is about the fun of the mystery. It's a way for people to connect, share stories, and enjoy a bit of local folklore. Whether you're a skeptic or a believer, the legend brings people together. The story lives on because it's entertaining, and because everyone loves a good mystery. The debate keeps the legend alive for the next generation. It's not about finding a real octopus, it's about keeping the story swimming. And that's what makes it special. So, what's the real importance of the Oklahoma octopus? It's not about whether the monster is real, it's about what the story means to us. The legend is part of Oklahoma's identity, adding a quirky twist to the state's image. It reminds us there's still mystery in the world, even in our own backyard. The story sparks imagination and wonder, connecting us to ancient traditions of storytelling. It's a living legend, evolving with every retelling and every new believer. Next time you're at an Oklahoma lake, maybe you'll wonder what's really down there. Is it just catfish and tree stumps? Or something waving back from the deep? We'll probably never know, and that's okay. The mystery is what makes the legend special. And that, folks, is a story worth telling. Class dismissed.